Claude walks with me into the crowd gathering around the king, and we find a spot to spectate at the very edge, closer to the alleyways.
My beloved citizens of NGL, I have come before you today to make an important announcement. I don't remember if that's his voice or not, but I'm going with that. Ever since I was given this crown, I have sworn to live my life for the people, and to rule in all fairness so that our kingdom could enjoy great peace.
The crowd breaks into applause.
Oh my God, we love you, King. We love you.
I stare at the
your
king
shirt
with
off.
an uneasy feeling in my stomach when I notice that there is sadness in his eyes, though he is smiling. Then I notice Sir Alcester appears to be hiding a smile. I do not like where this is going. The king's speech goes on for long minutes after that, with him detailing the commitments he's made, the goals he set, and finally his love for the people. The audience around us claps and cheers, but Claude and I are silent.
Something is not right.
I nod in response.
To this day I keep this promise. I would never break this oath, for it is the foundation on which I rule.
The audience claps again, but I am silent, watching the king intently.
Unfortunately, the unwelcome news that I bring to you today gives me reason to hand this foundation over to someone else. I have fallen terminally ill.
What? The king's proclamation is met with shocked and angry chattering from the audience.
I hate you, King. Sorry.
How dare you get sick? I cannot hear anything that is being said over the cacophony of voices, but I know that the audience is dissenting. I stiffen as I stare at the king. He's lying. I can tell by the firm set of his jaw and the way his eyes flicker across the crowd faster than they ought to. The king has lied to me so many times before that I can recognize when he does it.
I know that this is unfortunate news, must come as a shock, but this is an illness for which there is no current cure. As for the question of my successor,
He trails off for a few moments, and I think I see something in his eyes that hints at urgency, but I am not sure why.
Crown Princess Emmeline is unmarried and still too young to rule on her own.
I feel a pang of irritation and confusion. Another lie. Emmeline could rule just fine with the help of Sir Mithras and the others.
After much thought, I have come to the conclusion that our kingdom, which still continues to face danger from the witches, is best put in the capable hands of Commander of the Order of Caldria, Sir Alcester.
What? I cannot hide my shock. The rest of the audience reacts similarly, their sudden outburst a testament to their confusion.
While I will be providing support and assistance from the sidelines, I cannot in all good grace continue to wear this crown when I know I cannot serve my people as they deserve. Simply put, I believe that the witches have gained more power in the recent months, and that Sir Alcester is best suited to deal with these conflicts. The fairy tale curse runs more important. Let me start that over again. It's the illness.
I'm very
sick. The fairy tale curse runs more rampant these days, and there have been more reports of incidents involving magic.
The murmuring continues, except now the townsfolk sound panicked. This cannot be true. I do not miss the reluctance in the king's next words.
Sir Alcester has also suggested a number of remedies to our laws, especially concerning our security and work hours. I believe that Sir Alcester can better rule this country in these turbulent times. Please show him all the love and loyalty you have shown me. That bastard. I don't know why I said it with an accent. Yeah.
Claude has a foul expression on his face, and his words feel heavy, even in a low whisper. I know the king. He takes every duty upon himself, and he would never hand his crown to someone else.
He takes every duty on himself.
Duties on himself.
Anyway.
Once Sir Alcester comes to stand on the podium, he silences them with a glare.
I had an accent prepared, and I couldn't get the word out. It was so bad. Citizens of Anziel, I swear to you that I will serve you as well as Gennaro has. That being said, I also believe some changes will need to be made.
Boo! Sir Alcester continues to speak.
I hope that's for him as a character, not my accent.
Yeah, for him as a character.
Okay,
I was
cool.
being the crowd.
Cool.
He mentions things like curfews for safety, extended work hours, and additional taxes to go towards the night.
And he's getting rid of pizza night, too!
Block out the drone of his voice.
It does feel like an evil takeover.
What is going on? Sir, no, Alcester must have done something to force the king into this charade. The king stands behind Alcester with his hands clasped, his eyes alert, but there is a helplessness to them that I have never seen before. It isn't long before the crowd's unsettled murmuring becomes agitated whispering. I'm stunned when Claude cups his hand to his mouth and starts shouting.
There is only one king! King Gennaro!
Claude grips my hand and starts leading me around the outskirts so that people cannot spot him as he continues his shout. The crowd begins to chant along with Claude, and then they draw nearer to the stage where my father and Alcester are standing.
There's only one king, King Gennaro.
King Gennaro.
There's only one king, King Gennaro.
King Gennaro.
Let's go, Rosaria.
The crowd is right next to the platform now, and the chant carries on. Claude pulls me behind him, but my mind is on my father and on his desperate eyes. Hours later, the Marchand's Tavern is chaotic. People are talking over each other, trying to relay the scene that they saw in town today. Every visitor here is talking about what they witnessed. I've been in a corner of the room this entire time trying to understand everyone but failing. Delora and Parfait are not here to calm all of this chaos.
Oh God, I don't remember. I feel like he was like a bro
douchey.
Dude. Yeah. Hey, princess, how are you feeling?
I almost jump when I hear Rumpel's voice.
Surprised? I can feel when a damsel is in distress, milady.
I'm really not in the mood for your flirting, Rumpel.
Oh, my apologies. I thought you may have wanted some cheering up. Where's your partner?
He went out to town to survey the situation.
Karma doesn't do anything around the tavern, but he does a whole lot for you, doesn't he? I suppose that's the least a man in love can do.
I feel myself blush. What is Rumpel going on about?
Princess, you're pink.
I am not. My mind feels all scrambled now. This is all Rumpel's fault. Thankfully, before Rumpel can continue talking, the door opens and Delora walks inside to call all the Marchand boarders into the reception room. When I step into the reception room, I am surprised to see two familiar figures standing beside Parfait. Hey, it's my stepsiblings!
Hey, it's been a while.
Emmeline and Rod. Both of them look downtrodden and discouraged. Everyone is noticeably shocked as they step inside.
The prince and princess, where did they come from? What is happening at the palace? What of Queen Orphelia? We need silence in the room, everyone.
Yes, Delora's back. Delora raises her voice, effectively causing everyone to pause.
They was like, good Christ, who is that?
She glances at Parfait, who nods and then turns to look at Rod and Emmeline.
Princess Emmeline, if you would tell everyone what you have told Delora and I.
The room is unnaturally quiet as Emmeline begins her story. She starts with the events of 1 week ago. In the middle of a family dinner, Alcester burst in with soldiers and seized her, Rod, and Ophelia in front of the king.
Sir Alcester said that if the king didn't hand over his crown, he would kill us. We had no idea a coup would be staged.
The 3 of them were taken down to the prison cells, with Ophelia taken to a separate cell.
Sir Fitzgerald helped us escape, but only just barely.
Fritz, are you openly disobeying your father? I hope that he is safe.
Alcester wanted to kill the king, but I'm sure that he will. He still will.
But he has no reason to. The king has already handed over his crown. I speak before even realizing. Everyone stares at me, including Rod and Emmeline.
Alcester is a foul man. I only think he usurped the throne now without violence because he wants less resistance from the people.
He never spoke up to my father before.
Did you say your father?
It's a long story, yeah.
Emmeline looks between Rod and I, her expression confused.
You know each other?
We do.
Emmeline looks like she wants to say something, but she remains silent.
No.
Our mother is still inside the palace.
We need to save her somehow. It's Sir Fitzgerald.
What happened to Fritz?
Sorry. The high voice is hard. Might have to change it.
We don't know. He helped us escape, but we were spotted at the last minute. He told us to run ahead and leave him behind.
We didn't see him again after that, and we couldn't just wait, so Rod brought me here.
Right now, we need to piece together the situation as quickly as we can, and then we need to figure out a way to save the king.
I knew Alcester was up to something, but I never thought it would escalate to this.
Jurian, what do you know about this?
Garland and I weren't stripped of our titles because we disobeyed Alcester's orders. It was because we overheard Alcester plotting something and tried to tell the king of his plot. We gave him a warning, but the king did not believe us, not with Alcester and Mithras whispering in his ears. The king didn't think Alcester was possible of such betrayal. He thought we were trying to turn him against Alcester for our own gain. And so Alcester stripped us of our titles and banished us from the palace. Lady Parfait found us, and while we were happy to help out at the tavern, we also intended to eventually do something about the mess at the palace.
So Alcester had been planning to do this all this time.
Dun dun dun!
Wah, wah, wah.
That feels like a good place to pick up next time.
Absolutely. What a twist.
What a twist. What is going to happen?
Oh, we don't know. You have to find out next week.
We'll have to find out next time on the Cinderella phenomenon.
Phenomenon.
Bye.
Goodbye.